It's a really cool rivalry. I want to win.
I'm just going to be amped up for sure. We're excited. We're excited.
Belief and confidence were through the roof.
And it will be Georgia and Oklahoma.
We're a different team that people saw during the season.
Down the line, Lachance.
We got to play our best to beat the best. I want to beat these guys. We want them again. We want Georgia.
Welcome, everyone, to the 2026 NCAA Men's College World Series. It is presented by Capital One. Big crowds all week, and they are trying to get into this one as they anticipate what should be a terrific and high-scoring affair between Georgia and Oklahoma. Georgia has been on a heater all season long. They have bashed their way to 175 homers, a regular season and conference title, and the Sooners have just recently announced their presence with authority in the tournament, scoring almost 9 runs a game. Our bracket looks like this. Texas, they got a cycle from Adrian Rodriguez, who was outstanding as they won their game 14-2 today. He also had 7 runs batted in. So the Longhorns all rolling. We welcome you inside our booth, soon to be joined by Chris Budden down on the field. And Scott Klein is our rules expert. He is here as well. Let's start with Georgia. And yes, they have bashed, and there's been one guy who has shined brighter than all of them, and that is Daniel Jackson.
Yeah, it's a historic offense, having a historic season led by a player having one of the great seasons in college baseball history. They are third all-time in home runs. Daniel Jackson is your favorite to win the Golden Spikes Award. The two teams that have hit more home runs than Georgia both won the national championship. They're trying to do the same thing.
Yes, they are. Oklahoma all of a sudden kind of looks like a national championship team, at least the way they've been playing here lately. What's going on?
They're offensive. I mean, this is different than Oklahoma has looked the entire year. Daniel Lachance didn't have a home run through the first half of the season. He's got 16 now. He had another one, game 1 for Oklahoma in this College World Series. Turned his ankle. Now you don't have to run very far if you hit it that far. Lachance made his way around for this Oklahoma team. It's 19 home runs in their 8 postseason games, 84 total for the year. The offense have changed. They went and knocked Georgia Tech off 2 straight days in Atlanta, and now they're 1-0 in the College World Series.
This is a unique situation. The Mercurius brothers, Xavier and LJ, try to slow down the biting and bashing of the Bulldogs. But they're not the only pair of brothers on the field. The Branches are here as well with the first pitch coming up.
Welcome back to the Men's College World Series. We could see something tonight that we've only seen one other time in the history of this event, and that is two brothers pitching in the same game for the same team. The Mercurius brothers. We'll see the freshman Xander start on the mound today, and we could see LJ, the older brother by 2 years, coming out of the pen. But the two of them ending up on the same team was never really part of the plan. Xander had already committed to the Sooners. LJ was looking to transfer from UNLV. He called up little bro and said, "Hey, can I come?"
Earlier in life, he didn't really want to be on the same team as me because he didn't want to be LJ's brother.
Just being LJ's little brother, just happy to be there, to be honest.
I called him and was like, "Do you want me to come? I'll make my choice based off of you." He was like, I think I'm ready. We can play together, like it'll be fun.
Let's go. Come on, man. It's the greatest show on dirt, and I get to do it with my brother right next to me and just with a team that's ready to win.
Not only they might pitch in the same game, we might see Xander hand off the ball to LJ later on. They're not the only brothers that will be playing in this game, except these two, the Branch brothers, Colby and Kyle, will be playing against each other. Mom and dad and their family in the house today wearing the split jerseys.
You got to kind of go that way, don't you? What a unique experience for all of those brothers that are on the field tonight. Colby Branch will be at shortstop. And then on the other side, second base for Kyle Branch. We take a look at the Bulldogs batting order. It's brought to you by Capital One. And there are a lot of numbers that you can look at to put into some context just how good this Georgia Bulldog offense is. We will do that. But in a year in which Jackson has dominated, Lujo gets highlighted.
Yeah, Rylan Lujo has been on a heater in the postseason. How about over a third of his homers he's hit since tournament play began. Number 2 in the SEC in batting, and had a big game 1 with a homer and a double.
All right, freshman, let's see what you got. Xander Mercurius, the freshman from Vegas, has not been in this role very often. Just his 4th start of the season. It's come in his last 4 appearances. It's a good fastball, mid-90s. He's going to try to live top of the zone. Couple different breakables, couple different changeups. But a kid that enters tonight without a collegiate win. This would be a pretty good place to get your first one.
It would be. What a challenge he faces. And you take a look at the two veteran coaches. On one side, Skip Johnson, his 9th season as Oklahoma head coach, but he's been at this for a long, long time. He really does like the way his team is currently playing. And on the other side, another guy named Johnson, not related, and that is Wes Johnson. And he's got a team that is, yes, built on home runs. We've seen so many of those, 175 this season. But also guys that he hopes would get on base before they launch the home runs. They are making their first College World Series appearance since 2008 with 52 wins this year, which matches the most they've had in a single season. And that was in 1990 when they ended up winning it all. Got a good look at Trey Phelps. He is going to stride to the plate. He is the leadoff hitter for these Georgia Bulldogs. The third baseman, famously ejected from a game. He missed a game, and that's when Mike O'Shaughnessy came in for him, and he blasted 2 homers. So O'Shaughnessy will hit cleanup tonight. We're set to go. Temperatures in the 70s, wind blowing out to left, and that first one is sky high. Towards second base, Kyle Branch will give way to Harris in right field, and he's there to make the play. Deshaun Harris comes in. There's one pitch. There's one down. And for a freshman against Georgia, that has to be a settling moment.
Yeah, 1 pitch, 1 out always feels good right there. Starts with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, and that's that 4-seamer. It's got pretty good carry. And we talked to Skip Johnson about the freshman in this environment. He didn't seem too worried. Said the mindset fits what he thinks will be needed today.
So you're tuning in, and you arguably are looking at the best player in college baseball right here in Daniel Jackson, who looks at one right at the letters for a strike at 94. Eye-popping numbers for the junior out of Sandy Springs, Georgia, who stands 6'2", 31-86 with a 1304 OPS and a whole bunch of stolen bases. Still could end with a 30-30 season if he can get on and get around.
Yeah, pretty incredible. Starting to stack up the postseason awards, much deserved. Just we talked about in the open, a season that very few players have ever been able to stack up against what he's done this year. Certainly not many catchers.
He hits them out and to all parts of the ballpark. 1-1, and boy, he kind of locked up there on an off-speed slider at 87. It's 1-2. challenge early for the hitters. You can see that shadow, so the ball will go from white to dark real quick. Will not go up there. KP, it's a pitching rotation that was in flux until really recently for Oklahoma.
Yeah, Court Rager's the one that they really believed in, and he was essentially a weekend guy the entire season. And now they've got freshman here in this College World Series. Rager, the freshman, was great in his opener.
2-2, and it's fouled at the plate. So the numbers don't jump off the page. 0-2, 582 against Kansas in the Super. Pitched 3 innings on Sunday night. Then they had this disastrous rain thing. He came back and pitched on Monday through an inning. That really helped out the Sooners. And he deals with Jackson on a 2-2. Oh, called strike 3 with a changeup, and it froze him.
He went back-to-back right-on-right changes right there. First was fouled off by Daniel Jackson. The last one, I think maybe he saw fastball, thought it was going to be elevated. You know that the offensive approach for Georgia is going to be push everything down. They want to force the ball down, so that is the one. Steals the top of the zone with the changeup right there and gets called behind home plate by Kevin Sweeney.
If there were any nerves, Xavier Mercurius, Xander, was not going to show any of them. As he said, I'm not scared of nobody. I'm not the tallest guy out there, but I can go out there and do what I do, trust the stuff, and know I'm pretty good. He said, I'm ready for this. And to strike out Daniel Jackson that way is another feather in his cap. 1-0 to Lujo. And that one is down. Out of play behind us, and the count will go 2-1.
It's been impressive here early. He's obviously, the fastball has been 94 to 96, but he's changing speeds, he's changing looks, and this is what you have to do to beat this Georgia lineup. You have to be multiple. If you get caught in a silo, they can put a crooked number on you in a heartbeat. So you got to keep them guessing. You got to change speeds and change parts of the strike zone, and he's showing all those things here early in the ball game.
His brother LJ out there and watching, hoping that his brother can get things done here on the first inning. Put a 0 up on a 2-1. That ball is out of play. Another one where he pulls the string, but he is dotting the strike zone.
This whole season, Mercurius, excuse me, threw 32 changeups to right-handed hitters. The whole year, he's thrown 3 in the first inning. See that there may be a little bit different approach against this Georgia offense today.
Change the game plan up. Sun will again be a factor out there in left for Brendan Brock. That one is bounced up there to go full 3-2.
Oklahoma playing very deep in the outfield to start this ball game. Wind blowing kind of out to left field, and all their outfielders are playing what I would consider to be almost no doubles.
Georgia disposed to Texas 7-1 in their first game. Texas got back today, put 14 on the board. And here we go on a 3-2 to the red-hot Ryan Lujo, and he laces one at the shortstop, and Jackson Willits is there. Heck of an inning for Xander Mercurius. He gets through Phelps, Jackson, and Lujo. And here come the Sooners when we come back.
Be confident, be aggressive, and do whatever it takes to win.
We came a long way. We're really playing like we want to play as long as we can together.
And they are hot. They have come a long way, and they've come very quickly here towards this beginning and now middle and end of the NCAA tournament. We're in the College World Series double elimination. We take a look at the Sooners batting order. It's brought to you by Capital One.
Well, it's an offense that's playing as well as anybody here left at the College World Series, and they are led by their backstop, Dayton LaChance, the most homers in the sport since May 1st. He is a presence in the 3-hole, but make no mistake about it, this team's playing with a bunch of confidence top to bottom.
It's interesting, KP, during our morning meeting, you look at the lineup, and Wes Johnson said we have Aoki on the mound because they have a lot of guys that hit a lot, but they have some guys that miss some things that Aoki offers.
Well, what they have, this is like it's like a throwback right-hander. Guys you don't see nearly as much. Caden Aoki's going to throw about 90 miles an hour. It may not be much more than that, if any, with the fastball, but it's two different breaking balls. It's a changeup. It's the ability to throw anything in any count. Key today, the ball's got to be down. He's a very different guy if the ball is up as opposed to down. He wants to use the bottom of the zone, and if he has the ability to do that and change speeds, that's when Aoki can stay out there a while.
So if the numbers dictate anything, as Jason Walk steps up as the leadoff hitter. Against a curveball, he hits 167. Against a sinker, he hits 438. You'd think you'd see some curveballs. So what do you see right out of the gate?
Starting with a sinker. Here we go. I think you may see a few of the number 2s as well.
Walk 270 stepping in. It's an offense that has hit 84 homers. So there's a lot of different ways to win ball games. You got a team that's got 175 and this one with 84. That one is pulled foul.
Yes, but in the postseason.
Yes, they've gone long.
Oklahoma looks more like Georgia than they do the Oklahoma team we saw in the regular season.
Walk's got 4 of them, and the outfield, especially Rylan Luho in center field, very shallow out there. Chased one there. That's a filthy pitch. We go 1-2. There are some of the numbers, but the last 8 games show just how close they are. I mean, one more run for Georgia. They have a bunch more homers, but it's not nearly the disparity you saw during the entire season. On a 1-2, there's the curveball, and he will not offer. They call him Doc, partly because of his arsenal, his precision. Transfer out of USC, and amongst the all-time leaders this season in strikeouts. 2-2. That ball was high. That ball smoked to right center. Black's going back. It's still going. Rings off the wall. Fielded by Luho. And a leadoff double for Walk on a pitch that was up. 9th double of the year, and a great start for Oklahoma.
Well, KP, you hit it in the open. When he misses up, he gets hammered. And this is exactly what happened here. A split finger up in the zone. You see that thing just hanging at the top of the zone. Yeah, that kick changeup. And Walk just hammers it on a night where the ball will jump. He gets something up in the zone, takes advantage of it. Almost ran it out of here, y'all. And Oklahoma rolling here early.
What a start. Mercurius on the mound, and now Walk. And that sets up Camden Johnson, the third baseman, at 308. He squares, and it's fouled straight back. Sooners with 16, I should say, sacrifice hits. Johnson is among the leaders on the team with 4 out of a 2-hole. Walk has stolen 16 bases. Good speed out there at second. We'll try again. Boy, you couldn't do it there. And going to third base without a throw is Walk. The question is here, did he get hit by the pitch or did he offer at it? They said hit by the pitch. We're going to send Walk back to second. But it's first and second after Aoki's curveball hit Camden Johnson.
Well, he did hang in there a long time thinking about bunting this pitch. It does look like he pulls it back late, and it clips. Looks like it clips his back forearm on the way past him. He pulled that bat back very late.
Well, and credit Kevin Swinney behind home plate. He pointed out to the third base umpire Rick Allen at first as did he go.
Yeah.
He knew that it hit him, but if he had offered at it, whether it hit him or not didn't matter.
Just the opportunity they wanted. First inning, nobody out. Dayton LaChance, the catcher, homering on one leg. Last time up, and Aoki paints on the corner for a strike. He's a big kid out of Canada, 6'5", 231 pounds, 16 homers, and again, the wind blowing from right to left. Big time opportunity for Oklahoma. Aoki fires and throws it into center field. Walk and Johnson both advance. Looked like he spun, was going to just lob it in there, and then opted to throw a fastball.
Well, it also looked like Ryan Wynn wasn't ready for a throw. I don't know that he knew that this was on. Watch the movement. He's close to the bag and starts moving that way, but then everything surprises him at that point. Because really the throw, if somebody's ready for it, it's fine.
Yeah,
it's right over the top of the bag.
He's not in a good position.
He just wasn't ready for it.
So error on the pitcher, second and third, nobody out.
It's a tough error on Aoki. They really threw that ball right over the bag.
Well, we've seen some scoring changes here late. We saw that earlier today, which afforded a cycle for Adrian Rodriguez. Originally had to play with 2 errors. Ended up giving him a triple. The 1-1. No, that's down. We saw it last night with West Virginia. They made a couple of errors, and it ended up costing them against North Carolina. It's a pretty obvious, but sometimes you have to state the obvious. You make mistakes against high-quality competition, and you're likely to pay for it. Fellas, this is a big opportunity here for Oklahoma. A, to keep their momentum going in the tournament and put a team that scores a lot behind.
Well, you can't draw it up any better. You got arguably the hottest hitter from a power standpoint in the country with second and third and nobody out, and now in a plus count, and you almost wonder, do you even mess with him here on 3-1, or do you try to get a chase?
First base open. Good numbers with men in scoring position. 3-1 offering. Oh boy, on the outside corner. LaChance couldn't believe it. At least the early tendencies from our home plate umpire Kevin Swinney. If you're a pitcher, the low one, at least early, you're not going to get. The ones maybe in and out, you might. The payoff pitch from Aoki. And LaChance has to go after that one, given the called strike on the previous pitch.
Well, I think if you're Aoki right now, I mean, you are entirely thinking strikeout. Second, third, nobody out when you get to a 2-strike count, which he's worked his way back into right now. You got first base open. You definitely don't want to load him up with nobody out, but it does not take spin out of the equation here just because it's 3-2.
Only 43 strikeouts on the season for a power hitter. Pretty good numbers to go with the 28 walks for LaChance.
Well, and he's showing you the polish of a high-end run producer. He fouled off a pitch that was previously called a strike because he knows if he takes that, it was just established as a strike. Then they go to the other side of the plate. He fights that one off as well. Just putting together a big-time AB right here.
One of 13 junior college kids on the roster. 3-2 again from Aoki. Hit hard on the ground. One play is to first, one run comes in. It's 1-0 Sooners.
You can't recreate history, but if there's guys on first and second and that same thing happens, it's probably a double play, and there's probably 2 outs and a guy standing on third base right now.
Well, I mean, LaChance can't run right now with the ankle, so I would say it is a double play.
And there is someone standing on third base right now.
Yeah, just maybe getting a little tricky early in the ball game, trying to hold walk close to second. cost him a run.
Real good bat-to-ball skills at the plate. Jackson Willits. Breaking pitch in there for strike one. People know the sport. They know Reggie Willits, who was a coach with the New York Yankees, back here now. They know Eli Willits was the top draft pick in 2025. And here's the next one to him. Swing and a miss. Really good pitch. And he's behind 0-2.
That's that kick change again. And it acts like a split. Every once in a while, it'll look a little bit more like a slider if he gets around it.
.344, runners in scoring position. Leading off second, Camden Johnson. That one is fouled on the first base side as he pulled the string on it. Aoki has struck out 20 in 11 2/3 in the NCAA tournament. He has given up 12 home runs on the season. Oklahoma has struck first thanks to an error on Aoki as he threw it to second base on a pickoff attempt, and his second baseman Ryan Wynn wasn't there. On a 1-2 with one down. That's out. 2-2.
They're going to keep going to that kick change, KP. Willits hitting only 184 against the changeup throughout the course of the season. You know, Wes Johnson knows the numbers better than anybody, and Willits has been so clutch for this Oklahoma team. So tough to get out in these big spots.
2-2. That ball is hammered, lifted deep and far, and that is gone. It goes off the top of the wall, and Willits is going to have a two-run home run to put the Sooners up 3-0. Jackson Willits, 7th of the season, continues this Boomer Sooner postseason roll. I mean, this is an incredible statistic, but a quarter of the homers they've hit this year basically have been hit in the tournament. Have you ever seen a number like that? 24% of the homers this year have been hit in the last 2 weeks.
It's called catching a heater. And doing it at the exact right time. So he keeps making these mistakes middle up, and that ball is floating out over the plate. Willis gets around it just a touch, but on an offensive day here at the Chuck, he's able to ride this thing just over the right center field wall, and I mean just over the right center field wall. A night where the ballpark is playing offensive and the Sooners strike first.
Yeah, Reggie was loving that. You know that Eli's got his ears and eyes on this thing. Willits family steeped in baseball, and Jackson with a College World Series bomb. Only one out, and we're in the bottom of the first for Trey Gamble, who swings wildly at one. We saw this last night, too. They have sent the reinforcements out very quickly, including Big U, who was about to grab and stretch. The option to start Aoki came because of that matchup conversation we had with Wes Johnson earlier today. That's out of play. And you know, Berkey, you know this, just because the one side, the pitching side, has a game plan, well, the offense has a game plan too.
Yeah, that's right.
You see it high, you let it fly.
Well, and then there's one thing with having a game plan, there's another thing executing that game plan. And we know the execution for Aoki does not consist of up in the zone.
Gamble sends another one to the seats.
So you can call two-seamer all you want, but if your right-hander that's not living with plus velocity misses up and out over the plate against a team that's this hot, you might get your feelings hurt.
Gamble initially played his ball at Salt Lake Community College before he transferred to Oklahoma. They seem to be seeing it really well right now. There was not even a hint of an offer on a pitch in the dirt. This ball may be playable. Phelps finally picks it up, and he lost it. Boy, he had it, thought he looked like he picked it up, and he did not. Talked about the fact that the sun could be an issue. He actually obviously is wearing his sunglasses.
Yeah, he is.
I thought at one point there was a reaction like, I don't, but now I do.
He doesn't see it early. Branch isn't over there to help him out. Then it looked like he saw it, and he overran it, and that's just, man, it is not going the Bulldogs' way right now.
No. So another chance for Gamble. And this ball is lifted to left field. Ishikawa, he's picking it up late, but he's there to make the play. It's not coming easy right now from Georgia.
No, we talked about Aoki, and here's the combination. It's the sinker down, that kick change that we've seen him throw a lot already. Slider and a curveball, but the key is where is it? Bottom part of the zone, he's been so much more effective this year than the top. Well, that top of the zone has already got him so far today.
And a home run pitch.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly what we're talking about right there, KP. Up in the zone, problems. Down in the zone, he's got a chance to stay in the ball game for a while. And both balls that have been ripped are pitches up in the zone.
Next pitch will be his 30th. It will be to Brendan Brock. He did throw a high one there that was called a strike. It's a good one there. It's 0-2. For the Sooners, that's their 37th homer in their last 15 games. And that's the guy that did it, Jackson Willits. 0-2 to Brock. That one was hung up there. It's popped up to shallow right. Black is there, and he makes the play. But the Sooners have cruised through the tournament, and it looks like they're on cruise control tonight.
Hey now, the Sooners keep it rolling here early. Jackson Willits with a launch piece, a 3-spot in the first, and here come the Sooners.
April 24th, this team has exploded. 4 and 9, 5.5. Let's change that. Thank you. To 7 and 1 their last 8, almost 10 runs a game, and their pitching has been a lot better as well. Again, late season, they flipped who was going to be the starters behind Rager, and it worked out well. That number right there is hard to imagine. I mean, how do you quantify? Like, what happened?
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken is what happened, Carl. You go 2-a-days after going 1 and done at the SEC tournament with a little fried chicken in between, and you catch a heater.
6-minute drills, that's how we're going to do it. First pitch to Michael O'Shaughnessy. Shaggy swings and misses. That was the explanation. I know that the day crew in their first game with Oklahoma had a field day with the fried chicken story, but that is exactly what Skip Johnson did. He went back to his JUCO days where they would literally eat fried chicken. They didn't have a clubhouse back then, so he said we would get fried chicken, and in between sort of the double sessions we would eat it. But we didn't digest it. We got right back out on the field. Didn't care how hot it was. We're just going.
That's what you do.
And they did that again to kind of spark something, and obviously it has worked. Now Xander Mercurius, he's working with a 3-0 cushion and an 0-2. He's throwing with a lot of conviction for just a freshman whose numbers have not been very good. He's trying to duplicate the success of his fellow freshman, Cord Ranger. On a 1-2 right down the middle. They got the shift on, and this is an easy one. They get O'Shaughnessy, and there's one down. And that'll bring up Kenny Ishikawa, the left fielder. Who, when we talk about numbers, he's got 27 walks and 10 strikeouts. That's another thing that never happens in this sport of baseball.
Well, he's the anti-modern day player.
He sure is. Had a big hit the other night in their opener, in which he bounced one right hard off of the dirt in front of home over the first baseman's head. Played it a couple. 93 miles an hour for a strike to go 1-1. Two and one, exactly what Ishikawa does as well as anybody playing the college game right now. He just served that into center field, and he is aboard. Ricky and Denise Ishikawa, his parents standing and getting high fives from all the other fans here of Georgia. That's just a piece of hitting that Ishikawa has done since we've seen him all year.
No doubt, and that's right in his wheelhouse, right? Letting something get deep and using that backside gap just the way they draw it up. Pops is pretty proud of that swing.
And to go with the keen eye at the plate. Now Ryan Wynn, the second baseman. And that's outside. First base runner, first hit of the game for Georgia. It's one of those things, as two former major leaguers, Berkey, and as a hitter. So if Ishikawa can do that, how come everybody can't do that?
Well, first of all, bat to ball is a tool. It's just like power. Some people are more gifted at it than others, but a lot of it comes down to how you see yourself as a player and what kind of profile you want to fit yourself into, right? A lot of guys, they don't want to play that style of game. He owns it and he thrives at it. And credit Georgia for finding him at Seattle and adding him into a lineup that is built on power.
And just letting him be him. We're not worried about home runs. You're going to hit a few, but you just do what you're good at.
Yeah, him and Lujo are the two pieces they added this year in the portal, where they say, okay, we need more bat to ball. We can't just slug.
Yes.
We have to have guys throughout the course of this batting lineup that can move the baseball and can put the best pitchers in the league in play, and both those guys check.
Yeah, Wynn got one to hit. He sends this one to right center. Hassan Harris calls it. He's there to make the play. It looks like that the guys are having a little hard time picking the ball up off the bat, no matter where you are in right center or left. but Wynn is retired.
Pretty bright out there in the outfield right now.
Ishikawa, who's at first began his baseball career at Asia University in Tokyo. He transferred to Seattle University. Born in Hawaii, raised in Japan. Not a huge threat to steal. Even the fans are trying to block themselves from the sun. Get a better view for Brennan Hudson. Right down the middle, smacks one to center. And does Walk have a beat on it? He does. Single for Ishikawa was the only damage done. No runs in. It'll be 7-8-9 with the Sooners up 3-zip when we come back. NCAA Men's College World Series is presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Adrian Rodriguez, he was shaking the shoulder as part of their selling. He had the third cycle in Men's College World Series history. It was aided by a scoring change on a single that was originally ruled a two-base error that got him to third. They changed it to a triple. He had a couple of doubles. He only had 7 RBIs. Stay warm, A-Rod.
He's raised his average 30 points this postseason.
You can't do that.
And that's just since the Super.
That's what since the Super, he's up 30 points this late in the season. Aoki starts off Deshaun Harris, the right fielder, with a strike. Aoki's first inning, 32 pitches, second most pitches that he has thrown in an inning this season. Walk led off with the double, a hit batter, a 3-run home run from Jackson Willits is how they got 3 in the first. The 0-1 to Harris. That's right at him. Oh my gosh. Destined for center field until Aoki stuck some leather out.
Did it land in his glove?
Yeah, I think that it found the glove is what happened right here. Sometimes luck is on your side. Watch Aoki afterwards how we fit. I stuck it out there.
He did.
We're ready to go.
Cat-like, KP.
Well, nobody else making that play. It's a fly out in the book right there.
He capped it.
F1.
And here's one of the heroes for this team, Dayton Taki, who looks at one down. I've heard pitchers say that when they throw one and they realize where it's going and its location, they know this one might get mashed. Maybe he was aware this one could come back quickly at me.
We talk about the heater that this Sooner offense has been on. Nobody embodies that more than the man up to bat right here. Dayton Taki started the postseason with 3 homers and 13 ribbies. He now sits at 8-22 because of the damage that he has done this postseason, including one of the most famous home runs in Oklahoma history, the walk-off to end the regional.
This ball is lifted deep to left field. Ishikawa's going back, still drifting. He cannot make the play. You could see the wind was carrying it, the sun was an issue, and he kept backpedaling all the way to the wall.
And again, it feels like he didn't see it right away. The first movement is definitely not back. This ball's hit a little bit better. I mean, it's 2 steps in, Berkey, and now we don't really know where we're at.
And now you're drifting, and again, such a big ballpark. You probably feel like the fence is coming, and you come up just a tad short right there. Another play this Georgia defense doesn't make is that one just slides over the top of his glove. And this is a Georgia defense that has been excellent throughout the course of the year.
Not tonight. Now Branch, the second baseman, the 9-hole hitter. And he pops one up. This is in foul ground. Hudson is there. That's a big out there for the 9-hole hitter, unable to advance Taki to third base, and he is retired on a pop out to Brennan Hudson. Now you mentioned that home run from Taki. They traveled 454 feet.
That will not soon be forgotten by the living Sooner fan.
And now Walk, who doubled his first time up, he scored on a 3-run home run from Willits. Starts him off with his kryptonite, the curveball. It's 0-1. On the ground, tough play, but it is smothered by Hudson, and he makes it. They get around that play. It ended up being a double off the glove of Ishikawa. One Branch to another. Branch, Black, and Phelps as we continue in Omaha at the World Series.
Back to the Men's College World Series. A couple brothers playing tonight, including the Branch brothers, who are playing on opposite teams, though. Colby Branch for the Georgia Bulldogs, Kyle Branch for Oklahoma. And I'm with the entire Branch family, the parents, Carrie and Rusty, and the two brothers as well. Dad, I'll start with you. It's not very often to get to see one of your sons play in the College World Series. What is this like to be able to watch both?
It's pretty cool. We're in the middle of an argument right now. Willits just hit a 3-run bomb. They're all clapping, and I didn't stand up and cheer enough, evidently. So we're debating on how we're supposed to. But I can promise you, if number 9 parks it over left field, I'm standing up and doing a somersault.
Sounds good. We all will. That was leading to my next question. You guys have been very unbiased, not sitting with either of the teams. We have the custom-made jerseys. How are you cheering today?
Very carefully. We're just trying to cheer for everybody, honestly. We love all of the kids on both teams, and so it's hard to cheer against or for, and so we're just doing the best we can.
We're actually talking whoever. whoever we think can beat Texas the easiest, that's who we're rooting for the other team to win.
There you go. I was saying the other day, bless you guys for raising 4 boys. What was it like growing up with as competitive of a household?
We argue, compete, and fight during Sparkle.
Yeah, rock, paper, scissors is a challenge. I mean, we go play putt-putt. It's a challenge. There's always a game. The other day, even when we were waiting to say hi to Colby after the game, the boys had a water bottle, flipping it on top of the dugout at the end of the game. And there's just always something. It's always fun.
And a state champion brother as well, Lovejoy. Before I let you go, the jerseys are awesome. Mom, how did we get these done?
How did we get them done? We just ordered the jerseys online, then had a lady from our hometown make them and separate them and add all the numbers and stuff to them. So easy for her.
We were too cheap to buy 60 jerseys, so we bought 30 and cut them in half.
I appreciate you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Yeah, appreciate the honesty, too. That's great, KB. Thank you very much. And we're cheering now. We're not doing a somersault just because it's a walk.
Yeah.
But Colby's on. And that is the first time it's happened. There's been a couple of others. Third time, actually, that brothers on different teams in the same World Series, but none have appeared in the same game until tonight. There was Eric and Alex Sogard in 07. Alex didn't play, and Matt and Whit Robbins back in 06. The teams did not play each other. Obviously, tonight is different. There was a putt-putt game, and Kyle claimed that he won that, but he also said that Colby showed up after 5 holes. Like,
you missed your tee time.
DQ'd for missing your tee time in putt-putt?
Yeah, I mean, we minimum 2-stroke penalty. We've already seen that this year, but I think that one's pretty straightforward.
We had a pitch clock violation there.
Black wasn't engaged at 8 seconds, so steps in and it's 0-1.
Very impressed early on, guys, with Xander Mercurius and his composure and his strike throwing. Started early when he got Phelps, Jackson, and Lujo, the top 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, just a freshman. Oh, that was close. You see LaChance wondering, are you going to call that a strike? I'll hold it here for a second.
I think it was just off, but it's exactly where you want to throw it. His misses have been on the side you want to miss at this point. The freshman has looked really sharp the first time through the order.
It's an infield that has turned 50 double plays. They won't get one here, but they got a chance for an out as Johnson is in foul territory, using that glove to shield his eyes, and he makes the play.
Well, Skip Johnson wasn't worried about Xander Mercurius today, and I think early indications show he was dead on. Fastball, aggressive, in the zone, not trying to miss bats early. And the changeup has been very good. That it should win the Golden Spikes, looking on a right-on-right changeup in the first inning. He looks the part right now, guys. 4th career start in college, does not have a collegiate win. Facing the most dangerous offense in the country, and he looks comfy.
Here's the second time through the order for Trey Phelps. He swings, pulls it foul on the third base side. You saw a lot of Trey Phelps this year. Murky, is there anything in the swing? He's been struggling. You can see in the NCAA tournament just a 111 average. Anything you're seeing?
Well, you know, he's always got that unique start that, to be honest, I'm not crazy about, where he holds the bat right in front of his chest. And it looks like a move that you would struggle to be on time with, because you got to go so far back from there. And there's just that late snatch with his hands to get the barrel in a position to launch from. And so he has been very consistent throughout the course of the year. But for me, it would be easy to point to his timing relative to that load that could potentially have him in a place right now where he just doesn't look very comfortable swinging the bat.
Really good pitch, frozen.
That is as low and as forward as you will ever see a player hold their hands.
So Anthony Rendon used to hold it a little bit like that?
He held it low. Back in the old days, Gary Gaetti. But I mean, look how forward it is, too. That barrel is way forward.
He chased. Xander Mercurius picks up another strikeout. His second.
This thing's been really important for him so far, man. I mean, you look at a scouting report coming in, and right-on-right changeup is not going to jump off the page yet. You'd be at He's used that pitch so far to strike out Daniel Jackson once, and now to get Phelps swinging on that one.
And here is the aforementioned Daniel Jackson, who struck out looking in the first. Lands one on the outside corner. It's 0-1, and he is dotting right now.
And he throws two.
Yeah.
He throws two different changeups.
Yeah.
One is more the split, which is what that was. But then that more traditional changeup you saw in the replay that is that circle change.
1 ball, 1 strike to the kid who is affectionately known as the Rhino, the Rhinoceros. He at one point tried to label a teammate Rhino, and they all looked at him and said, "Are you kidding me? There's only one Rhino on this team, and it's you." And he has worn that well. Fastball, 1 hopper. Second baseman Branch played it well. Jackson retired for the second time. And Xander Mercurius is through 3, having allowed just 1 hit and no runs. We are locked in, man. You never know what you're going to see in the old market. Phenomenal restaurants and other establishments. You get, I saw horses blow by today, eating lunch. Buddy's at the Blatt, and that's where we take off from. Landing and launching pad, taking us inside Charles Schwab on another delightful evening in Omaha, Nebraska, for the 2026 Men's College World Series. KP, man, is this, you keep this a secret, huh, here in Omaha as a resident? It can be like 77 and sunny.
How about this? Yeah, it's like late September for a week and a half.
Camden Johnson is behind 0-1. Right away, as soon as you said it's late September, hey, late September. Our buddy Chris Berman, that was a standard operating line as soon as we hit September on NFL primetime. Should be back in school.
Your Berman impression is one of your better.
It's one of the few. Here's another really good breaking pitch. Aoki settling down after that first inning. And that one you saw, fellas, the swing and a miss down in the zone. Our statistics and the research from True Media and all those that are following this stuff. First inning, upper half, 11 pitches, 9 swings. There were no swings and misses. Down, you get a bunch of them. Did he go? No swing there. And to finish that off in the lower half of the strike zone, there were 21 pitches, 8 swings, or updating it now, 25, 11, 6 swings and misses. Throw it up, you don't get anybody to miss.
Now, the math is straightforward.
Yes.
If it's elevated, they're going to get him. If it's down, he's got a real good chance.
2-2, looking for his first strikeout is a good strikeout pitcher in Caden Aoki, but he has not had one yet. And this one is right back to him. And he flips underhand for the out. Well, boys, typical, we've seen some phenomenal individual performances. And Joey Volchko, they're still talking about what he is. The old rated CG, complete game with 15 punches. Glauber looks like he's, 29 years old with his maturity, and he's not. And then there's Adrian Rodriguez, who went cycle today.
Yeah, he went nuclear is what he did.
It's been that way.
Yeah.
And Glauber and Volchko have clearly been the stars from a pitching standpoint so far in this event. Boy, Volchko, a night to put him in the record books around here.
This one is hit pretty well. The center, Lujo, is still tracking back. Now he stops off the bat of the Chance at 107 miles an hour. You strike out 15 and go rated CG. Everybody's going to throw your picture on their Soch.
Who was I think Trey was the first.
Love it, yeah.
We got a bunch of them.
Apparently that same trend is running through the ESPN family with your picture, KP. What do you got on that?
What do I have on it?
Yeah, everybody's got your picture now.
Flattered.
Yeah, love that.
Means a lot to me.
And a one hopper. Okay. And Aoki has settled in and has the game as well. We are through 7 pitch. Here we go. Wait, Mike Prodigo and Berkey.
That's my right-hander right there.
Let's go to break. It's catching. No, it's catching. It's time now for our coach interview. It is presented by Orkin, KB.
Standing now with me, Wes Johnson. What have you thought of Caden Aoki and how he's settled?
Yeah, he's fine. I mean, the first inning tip your hat, he left the changeup up, and, the leadoff guy hit it off the wall, and then we missed on a heater, and Willie got off a good swing. Other than that, he's kind of settled in, started being who he is. We got to get off some better swings at the plate, though.
Yeah, what has been your message to the hitters?
Yeah, we've been a little tardy. We kind of pride ourselves on being earlier on time, and we haven't been there yet today, and I think that's it. Just slow the game down. We're going to get off some good swings. It's a long game, and we got to go find a way to get off good swings.
With the way that the sun is right now, what can be the challenges defensively in playing this field?
Yeah, no, I mean, you've got to pick up that ball immediately when it's off that bat. You need your teammates talking to you. If not, you're going to lose in the sun.
Thank you, Wes.
Thanks. Go Dogs.
Carl.
Hi, KB. Thank you very much. Back here with Berkey and Kyle Peterson. Georgia is the road team, and they'll bat in the top of the 4th inning, trailing 3-0. Ryan Lujo, who had a monster freshman year at the University of Dayton, and then he went portaling, and Georgia called him. Swings at the first one, and it is a foul ball. He hit .361 there at 56 RBI, 9 bombs, 16 doubles, 21 walks, an OPS of almost 1,000. Hasn't slowed down, certainly in the tournament. Ryland's grandfather is Rennie Stennett, legendary Panamanian second baseman, 11 years in the majors, as this one has popped sky high. Primarily with the Pirates. He did win a couple of world championships, which is what Ryan's trying to do here in college. For the latest news, insight, in-depth analysis from the 2026 College World Series, visit NCAA.com. It's your official online home for all NCAA championships. You guys remember the name Rennie Stennett, right?
I was trying to place it the other day when you were, but I appreciate you educating us.
That'd be a no.
Right.
Pirates early?
I was trying to place it.
You chose not to answer.
71, 79. You don't remember it?
No, 71,
really?
79. That's a little before our time, Raph.
It's some of the famous Pirates teams, though.
Okay. We Are Family?
Yeah.
Scrap Iron?
So
see, now you're speaking my language. You had to bring it back to Evolve, and now I'm with you.
Okay. Let's see
you
the world
brought it
you live
back.
in. Right by O'Shaughnessy. Boy,
the
Xander Mercurius looked good.
Well, the aggressiveness with the fastball, too. Like, just the willingness to fill the zone up with it has been so impressive for the freshman so far. And it came from the first pitch of the game.
Wait a second. Brother is
He's dialed.
I've seen this act before. I'm gonna read. Find out what book he's reading.
Yes, yes.
That is great.
Plus the hat, you know, the lid
all
is
of
tilted.
it. All of it. The sunglasses,
So is there a game going on that I'm supposed to be paying attention to?
He's good.
Big crossword guy. He's mixing one in right now.
That's going to be great fodder for the next time they see each other when Xander is like, excuse me. Yes, sir. Oh, boy, just off. Everybody thought it was a strike three, including Xander.
That's a pretty good one right there. Oof. Look at that four-seamer just stayed right at the top of the zone, too. I think that one caught it.
Whew. Another life for Shaggy. Mike O'Shaughnessy. There he goes fishing into the mitt of LaChance. Strikeout number 3 for Xander. Christina, we're all good. And I'm really proud of my other son who is doing his reading out there.
It's been straightforward so far, man. It's grab that four-seamer, throw it with conviction, which he's done the entire time. And good job at LaChance right there, too, because that was a foul ball. Let's just peek up. Yeah, he punched him out. We're good.
Not impressed.
Going back to chapter 3. Let me know when something fun happens.
So good. Now Ishikawa, who has the hit, served one into left field. He swings at the first one, popped up. Is anybody going to see it? Willits is giving it chase. Still chasing it. He can't get it. And he got no help from Brendan Brock, who never saw it in left field. It is brutal out there right now.
And we talk about it every year here. Your middle infielders, if they can go run down pop-ups, can be such a big factor here at the College World Series. Number one, there's tons of foul ground. And number two, you get this, Ravi, which is a lot of times the left fielder can't see some of these balls.
Never moved.
Your shortstop has to be able to bail them out, and Willis comes up about a stride short there.
Jason Walk was on a dead sprint from center field because he did see it. I think he was closer when the ball landed than the left fielder Brock was.
Yeah. I don't think Brock ever really moved. And it's key, trying to go 2-0. 29 of the last 35 titles have been won by teams that have gone 2-0. Ishikawa gets into this one to right field. Ishikawa leaves the yard. Now, one guy in the Georgia lineup is finding Xander Mercurius easy to hit. He's 2 for 2 with a single and a blast to put him on the board. His third of the year, and it was a no-doubter, boys.
Yeah, he's seeing the ball pretty good right now, Rav. It's a fastball up in the zone, and Ishikawa, who almost went deep last game, flew out to the fence.
Yep.
You see Georgia chasing the Vols for number 2 all time. LSU out in front with a $188. One of the great home run hitting teams of all time getting on the board.
And again, a really hard play down the line. Foul ball could have been caught. Wasn't, obviously. Really hard play, but it does lead to an extra life and a run. That guy is a professional hitter. Another guy there, Arcamone, great hitter, is there to give him some love. That's in there for a strike to go 0-2 to Ryan Wynn. I mean, aren't you all running up to Ishikawa and said, so what are you seeing?
Yeah, I'd say he's far and away the most comfortable at bats we've seen so far in this ball game.
0-2, and Xander was walking off the field.
That one was down and off.
Yeah, that one missed.
I think he may have thought he swung at it.
Pretty good spot, but just missed. Still way ahead in the count.
Ouch. That one got our home plate umpire right off the mask, and it sent Kevin Sweeney back a few steps. As he takes a break, we got Scott Klein here. Scott, you know, you're one guy who actually can tell us what that feels like. Scott, you know, what does that feel like?
Yeah, it feels just like getting hit in the face with a shovel.
Okay, there you go. That's short to the point.
Well said.
Good answer. A shovel. This one is in the corner in left field, and Ryan Wynn is going to head to second base. It's fielded out there, a stand-up double, and a couple of extra base hits back-to-back, Ishikawa and Wynn.
Here come them dogs. Here's the offense we've been used to seeing throughout the course of this season and this incredible run they've been on, especially here down the stretch. Looked like a changeup, that really pretty good pitch, KP. And Ryan Wynn, watch him get down into his posture to get below that baseball. Just a nice job of staying on a pretty good pitcher's pitch, smoking it in the corner. And again, what makes this offense so special, they can hurt you from a lot of different places.
Yeah, there's just no let up. I mean, Colby Granson's got 19 home runs out of the 8-hole. It'll be interesting to see if he keeps using that right-on-right changeup. First time around, it's against the book. You may get some different swings. Now everybody's already talked. There's multiple guys that have got it from the right side. That time, Wynn put the best swing on it that a right-hander has so far today.
Wynn's 14th double of the year, so he's at second base for Brennan Hudson. And with one swing, can tie it. And he's got a few homers on his resume this year, 21 of them. I think they're seeing it a little better. Now, the other thing, too, that's changed is the shadows are gone. Ishikawa, by the way, his fourth inning homer that we just saw, 427 feet. That is the longest of his 11 career homers. And, you know, you talk about other guys that have gotten hot. Two of his three have come right here in the tournament. Ishikawa reminds you of those guys. Gwynn was one of them. Ichiro was another that people would say if he wanted to win a home run derby, he could. Ishikawa kind of feels like he lays in the weeds, but it's in there.
There's some of that to him. I mean, you can see it's a pretty complete.
Throw to second, boys, and they got him at second.
That's a pretty complete pick right there.
Wynn saying maybe we should look at it, but the Sooners are all off the field.
Georgia is challenging the previous play at second base.
Let's take a couple of looks at this one. And we do have Scott Klein, our rules analyst, with us. Oklahoma's beginning to move back towards the field. More probably out of respect than anything else. But watch this pick.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. That's a hard one.
Willis just snuck in there behind him. I mean,
there was no timing pick, was it?
Have to see if Wynn got his hand in there. He was.
There's a lightning quick turn by Mercurius. Woo, that was pretty.
And a strike.
Wynn is barely off the base, guys. That is hard to tell.
Tagged him on the helmet, didn't he?
I think he got him on the back. Scott, what do you think?
Guys, he might have got his hand in there. I'm with you guys. It depends on when he tagged him.
I think the initial one missed the helmet, and then it looked like he may have got him on the back. But again, the call on the field is out at second base. And the replay review room here is checking out all the angles that they have to see if Mercurius and Willits combined. That was a heck of a turn and quite a throw.
Something tells me Mr. Mercurius has played some middle infield in his life.
Yeah, those are some quick feet. He play a little point guard too.
That had to come between Willits and him. There's some.
And it did. Here's where it was. It was just turn around, take a peek, and it's no big movement, but enough. There's some kind of, and you've been involved in these on the other side of it, and sometimes it can be the most, basic movement that nobody else on the field can see that just acknowledges.
Could it have been his right? Did you see his right foot kick the dirt when he turned around?
Could be anything. You could take your head off, pick your nose, Yeah,
go back to that if you can. Watch this. Well, here's the answer.
After video review, the call in the field of out will stand. Ooh. Georgia loses the challenge. They have 1 remaining.
Makes sense to appeal it. You got a runner on second base. You want to leave him on second base. But there was a bomb from Ishikawa to put the Dogs on the board.
There was, but this could have got him off the field. Tough play for anybody. Jackson Willits can't get there. Brendan Brock didn't see it, and Kenny Ishikawa didn't miss it. Fastball that caught too much of the plate. Really the first really good swing that Georgia has taken off of Mercurius today. Will that get this offense going? Skip Johnson hopes that it doesn't, and we will talk to the head coach of Oklahoma when we come back.
Welcome back to the Men's College World Series presented by Capital One. Joined now by Skip Johnson. What have you thought of Xander's stuff now 4 innings in?
Well, he got a little emotional right there. I don't know what it was, but he's been throwing the ball to target, which is really good. I'm just waiting for Max Paxton to come out here. We got so much stuff going on.
You mentioned the emotion that he plays with us. How do you handle that? What do you prefer from him from a freshman in this moment?
Just take a breath and just make it about one pitch at a time. That's the biggest thing he can do.
There's so much about the mental game. What was your message to the team today with what's in store if you go 2-0 in this?
Well, I got some good advice by Bob Stoops, and he told me to just stay out of the way. So that's all I'm going to do.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Carl.
Who else is going to invoke the name of the clown prince of baseball, Max Patkin? Just who else is going there?
In stride, too.
So he's saying we've seen some things tonight.
Hey, now.
Oh,
there's some dubs there, boys.
Oh, there's just a few of them there.
A couple ball coaches right there.
I have to admit, I booed Barry Switzer a couple times when I was growing up at Memorial Stadium. I did.
Center field, and Wynn's not moving. Gamble is retired. There's one down here as we are in the bottom of the 4th. One of the more fascinating people to just sit and listen to is Skip Johnson. There are directions he'll go in, but I was sort of moved and interested in his recognition of the mental side of the game in our meeting this morning and the sensitivity of the modern day player. Now, I don't know if that's changed over the course of his career, but he really has emphasized in his own program, you got to take care of these guys. We got to stay focused. When they struggle, we got to address that.
Yeah, he's got such an old school vibe about him. You would think that he wouldn't be as empathetic as he appears to be to the modern day player and all the social media noise that these guys deal with and the pressure they put on themselves, because the spotlight is way brighter in college baseball today than when he first got going in coaching college ball.
Yeah, and he knows that firsthand, given the program and the conference that he's in, given to the JUCO days where, as he said, I was, we're eating fried chicken in the middle of the day in a dugout because we don't have anywhere else to go eat.
A little different now.
0-2 to Brock. No. It had the makings of last night's start for, or Texas, I should say, the Volantis start, where it was really a struggle. And then he settled in and got him through 6 innings. Aoki in the first inning, but again, now it's just a 2-run game, and given Georgia's offense, doesn't feel as insurmountable as it did maybe the other night.
And as good as Mercurius looks, he doesn't look Joey Volchko good from the other night.
Right.
So the opportunity to get back in this ball game for Georgia's offense certainly feels like it's there, considering how Aoki is rolling here after a really rough first.
1 down and a 2-2 on the way to Brock. And this ball is hit pretty well to right field. That's sending Black back, and he's on a room. It's gone. Boy, who's got the 180-plus homers and who had the 80-plus homers coming in? The second of the night for Oklahoma. And it's Brendan Brock blasting his 7th to make it 4-1.
That'll get Coach Stoops up and out of his chair. How about it now? Coach Switzer not impressed.
No, need some more. How about the other way? And we talked about it at the top. Aoki had allowed 12 homers this season, and 2 now to an absolutely boiling Sooner team. That one is too short, and Deshaun Harris will take it for a ball. Well, we saw them in the SEC tournament, which Georgia won. They won the regular season. They won the SEC tournament. This is a team that knows how to come from behind, given all their scoring ability. They have 10 come from behind wins of 3 or more. That's tied for 3rd in all of Division I. But the Sooners, they may just get out there and hide.
So we left the SEC tournament. You looked at what Georgia's one of the favorites in the country, obviously. There wasn't anybody talking about Oklahoma.
No.
Nobody. And then when you see the draw and they're going to Georgia Tech, then there really wasn't anybody talking about Oklahoma. Then they walked them off in Game 7, and then everybody started talking about Oklahoma.
One-two, left field corner. And there to make the play is Ishikawa. There are 2 down.
It's a pretty impressive swing of the bat here, boys. Brendan Brock catching a slider out over the plate and staying on it. Love how he keeps his nose down right there. Look at the direction, the energy on the follow through. Watch the follow through take him towards right field. Watch how he's moving his body that way. And really the wind's blowing out towards left center, guys. So I'm not saying that wind is necessarily hurting, but definitely not a helper, and the strength to ride it out of here to the right center gap, awfully impressive.
Curveball to Dayton Taki, 0-1.
It's not the sexiest team prospect-wise, but there are a handful of dudes in this Oklahoma team that are going to play in the big leagues, and Brendan Brock is as prospecty as any team, any player on this team.
Hard on the ground to second, charged by Wynn. He will throw Taki out at first. That will end the inning. We saw Homer. We learned a new word. I like that. Prospecty.
There you go.
Way to go, boss.
This is what a prospecty looks like right here. You get you a high slider, go and do this, and some of those scouts start talking to you a little bit more. Brock goes deep, second of the day for the Sooners. They lead it 4-1.
Welcome back, everyone. Omaha, Nebraska. You take a look at the bracket, and you see that Texas put a 14 spot up to move into the game Tuesday at 8 o'clock Eastern time against the loser of this one. North Carolina's already moved up. They are in a good spot. Whoever wins this one will also play on Wednesday. You go 2-0, and you are in the driver's seat in the College World Series. 29 of the last 35 have ended up winning the title. 2-0 teams. And the first pitch lands in there. One other note about this World Series: 433 homers hit in this tournament. It passes last year where we had 430. That was the second most in tournament history. In 2022, there were 452. Not likely to get there. But we do have a Georgia offense that is very capable. And obviously Oklahoma is swinging hot bats. Texas puts them over the wall. So we'll see. But we got 433 in the tournament so far. Here's a guy that contributed 21 homers this season. Brendan Hudson behind 0-2 to Xander Mercurius. Hit this one to left center. It's got carry, it's got wind, and it's got seats. Home run, Brendan Hudson. Make that 434 in the NCAA tournament and make this a 4-2 game. Oh, man, that was a decent pitch. That's just a strong guy.
They're not too worried about being down, right?
No.
This is an offense that doesn't start kicking rocks often.
Strike one to Colby Branch. So remember, Wynn got picked off second. The last three swings have resulted in a homer, a double, and a homer. Really good change up there to get Branch to swing and miss.
And that'll get the bullpen moving around, boys. The swings are starting to look a little different.
Branch is gone on 3 pitches.
Brendan Hudson has 21 home runs on the season.
Yeah.
22 now. He's only hit 3 from the left to the left of center, but this looks like a swing of a man that has 0 problems driving the ball out to the backside of the field. And that is a wind rider right there, Ravi.
Yes.
Get it up in the left center field gap, and just a hanging split change that didn't have any bite, and that is a big boy swing by the Bulldog first baseman.
Strike one to Ryan Black. On the ground, that one bounced back fair, and an easy play over there at first base for Taki. 2 down after the homer from Hudson, and back to the top of the order. See for Georgia if they can get Trey Phelps going.
Yeah, it feels like they need to. He's the one that has not been going the last couple of weeks. On the mound, how about the bounce back too? Okay, I mean, he gave up the solo shot to start it. You talked about it. They started moving around the bullpen. He goes 96 elevated to strike out Branch, and then gets Black on a rollover ground ball right there.
Phelps got one to hit. That's a fair ball. Johnson up, fires, no chance. Heck of a play, though, to go to his right. Unable to get Phelps, and maybe it's a hit like that that can get him going.
Yeah, and this is the emotional leader of this club. So when he's down and not producing offense, it does have a carryover effect to the rest of the club. Camden Johnson, one of the most athletic third basemen you will see, along with Tyrus Hall of West Virginia, but even he can't quite finish this one off. Maybe his best throw, but he spikes it into the ground, and Trey Phelps just too fast on with an infield hit.
Fastball 93 on the corner to Daniel Jackson. You haven't seen a lot of smiling and chatter from Phelps, which you do now that he's out there at first. One swing can tie it. Jackson is hitless in the World Series. I tell you one thing, when Xander Mercurius says, I'm not afraid of anybody, he pitches like he is afraid of no one.
We even asked Skip today, will you throw that fastball inside? He said, oh, yeah, he will. He's done it consistently so far tonight.
He did it again, man. 93 and a little stare down of Daniel Jackson. A little statement from Xander against the Rhino as he punches him out with some cheese.
Freshman ain't scared, boys. Freshman ain't scared. He kind of likes the stage right now, too. Gives up a solo shot, goes punch out, ground out, and then gets one of the best hitters in the country, blows 95 right by him. OU still leads it by 2. We're halfway home.
Okay, okay. So the Sooners, as KP eloquently put it, they had Georgia Tech and nobody was talking about Oklahoma, and then Oklahoma beat them in that incredible walk-off 454-foot blast from Taki, and then everybody started talking about them. The Kansas Super wasn't really competitive at all. They outscored them 21-3.
Yeah, they just hammered them 2 straight days in Lawrence. An old school Big 8 matchup to get to Omaha.
Well, you talked about the freshman Mercurius. 4 career starts, 3 of them, fellas, against the ACC champs, the Big 12 champs, and now the SEC champs. So it's a short list of starts, but he's been thrown into the fire and responded brilliantly.
Fun to watch, isn't he?
Yes.
And he sort of lets everyone know, I don't really mind if there's people out in the bullpen. I'm not paying any attention to them. I mean, my brother's not paying attention to me, so I'm not paying attention to anyone out there.
Xander's emotion carries into the dugout as soon as he sits down. He's even talking to himself.
Yeah.
No one's around him. He's just hyping himself up, and he walks off. He's like, that was perfect.
He was pretty close to perfect.
Yeah,
He's
I'm okay
pretty
with
close.
that.
He knows.
Bro's not sweating it.
No.
Finish the book. We're all done. Got to bring another one next game.
Really good pitch from Aoki to start off the 5th. He gets Branch looking. Strikeout number 1 for a guy that has struck out 20 in the NCAA tournament.
A backdoor 2-seamer right there, sticking on the outside part of the plate. He's hung in there, man. He is hung in there because it was wobbly in the first again. He gives up 3. Since then, just a solo shot to Brock. And you know that if you keep it close, this Georgia offense got a real chance.
All right, so the 3rd time through the order, and it's Jason Walk. And he goes the other way with it again. He had a double his first time up, and Walk serves one into left, and he is aboard with 1 down.
Well, we talked about on the other side, Ishikawa.
Yeah.
Jason Walk, another player that is just fine taking oppo knocks. Very comfortable with his own game, and that is a picture-perfect swing of the bat right there.
Camden Johnson out of Bernie, Texas. Played at that Bernie Little League a couple years ago. That Little League was in Williamsport at the Little League World Series. Aoki throws a curveball to get ahead 0-1.
This AB has hit and run written all over it. You got a guy who can fly on first. You got a guy that can handle the bat up to bat. You got a strike thrower on the mound. There's a lot of things Oklahoma can do with their chaos offense right here in a situation like this.
Not going, and this is a double play ball. Fielded, fired at first, not in time. Difficult play with bodies all over the place out there at second base. It looked like Wynn sort of laid back a little bit, and they flipped to Branch was low, and then he had to turn, pivot, and throw.
Yeah, ball not hit hard either, and so he just making sure he secures the catch. But Camden Johnson, one of the hardest guys to turn a double play on in America, when he hits a ball less than right on the nose, he can just absolutely fly. That play's not even close.
And he can fly. He's got 28 steals, and right away he goes, and there's no throw. He has stolen another base, number 29 on the season in the scoring position, Camden Johnson.
Put that in your pocket. DJ didn't even think about that one. First pitch breaking ball. You have no chance to throw out Johnson.
Well, you knew, too. They're not just going to sit back and wait the whole night. And if they get out the DNA of this Oklahoma offense when they get on base is to make the defense uncomfortable.
Fouled off of the plate from LaChance.
$125 stolen bases on the season coming into the ball game tonight, the most here at the College World Series. West Virginia has stolen more in the tournament, but Oklahoma have been swiping bags all year long.
Wow, on the corner, LaChance, like, are you sure that's on the corner? He is the catcher for Oklahoma. And just wants to make sure that our home plate umpire, Kevin Sweeney, will do the same when Mercurius is on the mound.
Nice job by Daniel Jackson back there. He did a heck of a job sticking that one.
Big batter to get if you're Aoki. And he does with a nasty curveball, and down goes LaChance. Changeup.
He's keeping him in it, man. He is keeping him in it. And that kick change has been one of the reasons why. Gets LaChance swinging, and OU strands another one right there. I got a good one now to the sixth, the two-run game, but we'll see if that Georgia offense can kick it into gear.
Leader, ABC, ESPN. It's always trophy season on ESPN. You can stream the biggest live events and the best championship moments however you watch, wherever you are, anytime, anywhere on the ESPN app. The mighty Carolina Hurricanes, who once called Hartford, Connecticut home, claim a Stanley Cup championship. Of course, New York is bonkers about the Knicks. Women's College World Series next up here at the Men's College World Series as Xander throws one inside. 6th inning. Ryan Luho, O'Shaughnessy, Ishikawa down 4-2. Popped up. Walk is there to make the play. He kind of dekes you, doesn't he? Like he's not sure if he sees it. He's got the glove up there.
Well, he's kind of in and out of the shadows where he's playing out there in center field. There's a few different pockets of sunlight that he's working himself through.
Had a heck of a night at the plate. Jason Walk, the center fielder.
Yeah, see, he's coming from the sun to the shadows. It's you better be locked in playing the outfield here at the Chuck.
O'Shaughnessy really laid on that 94-mile-an-hour fastball. I'd love to be able to be a fly on the wall when Xander's talking to himself in that dugout, just to hear what he is saying. That is a look of determination. Sword, O'Shaughnessy behind 0-2. We got a chance here for one to hand the baseball to the other. Book down, glove on, ball in hand for brother LJ Mercurius. But with a fastball, that's spoiled. The idea that a kid that has started 4 games in his career against this offense is so comfortable to just throw that fastball, and a lot of times right down the middle.
And so often in situations like this, especially with young pitchers, big stage, they're trying to miss bats right away.
Yeah.
Try to miss bats with 2 strikes. But they're trying to miss bats right away, and then it's 1-0, 2-1 the entire night. That has not been him at all. He hasn't feared a bat tonight. And they got him a couple times, and they may get him again, but everything is thrown with conviction.
3 defenders on the right side of the infield for the left-handed hitting O'Shaughnessy, and a 1-2. There it is again. Now dancing off the mound as he picks up another punch out, his 6th.
This thing got some tail to it too, KP. There's not just the velocity of 95 miles an hour, but watch the arm side run here as this ball just disappears outside the barrel of O'Shaughnessy. Mercurius just throwing that baseball to the outside edge with 0 fear, and the command is impressive.
Guys, I don't really have the ability to run out to the bullpen to see what LJ was reading, but I did ask Skip, and he said, I don't know if that's a thing for him. I don't know. And he said, do you know a book? I said, I don't. This is why I'm asking you. And he goes, I hope it's the Bible.
One thing we notice about the skippers out here is that by the time they get here, they kind of let their team be.
Ishikawa beats one into the ground. He's behind 0-2.
Skip Johnson said, Bob Stoops said, just get out of their way.
Yeah, get out of the way. And he's clearly following that to a T.
He is. Oh, he's reading a book in the bullpen? Okay, cool.
Good by me, as long as he comes in and throws strikes. They're reading their phones up there. Ishikawa, a single and a homer behind 0-2. Yes! Ooh. Was that Xander who said yes?
He's done it a few times.
His catcher cost him one right there. That one right off the edge. I don't know if it goes his way, but Sweeney not going to call it when it ends up on the ground.
Let me ask you this. Do you remember a big miss tonight with the fastball?
No.
I mean, the misses are minute and intentional when he does.
Will he go back to that fastball? No, doesn't, and that's down. He almost got, look at this, a good thing going on there between Ishikawa and Mercurius.
You know how many muscles I'd pull if I just tried to do what Ishikawa did right there on a take?
He just did the splits on a take.
And he sort of nodded like, yeah, that was nasty, but I didn't go. Did he? That time he did, and it's the pitcher who can nod as he heads back to the dugout with his 7th strikeout. Woo! Bring on my other one. This one's doing well. Let's see what the other one's got. Rolling here right now is Xander Mercurius.
I don't think he's done yet.
No, not yet.
Not the way we're rolling. Finish him off with a curveball right there. Back-to-back strikeouts for the freshman who has got it going tonight.
Hope you're enjoying the 2026 NCAA Men's College World Series presented by Capital One. Yeah, the boys are back in town, and man, one of the younger ones, Xander Mercurius, has been outstanding, allowing only 2 runs to Georgia. We go bottom 6 for those guys. The Oklahoma Sooners looking to go 2-0 here in Omaha. Aoki continues to deal. He gets Jackson Willits to start things off. Willits has one of the 2 home runs hit by the Sooners tonight. Yeah. Confirmation from one of our cameramen who acts as a reporter as well, asking Mercurius' mom if she knew what book LJ was reading. And similar to Skip Johnson, she said, I have no idea. Now she's texting saying, what book are you reading? Your brother is pitching. Can we dial it in a little bit? One-two to Willits, who grew up in a baseball family. Batting cages and all, and he lines one into left field, and all that hard work pays off with his second hit of the night.
We talked plenty about the kick change for Caden Aoki tonight, how important it has been. Also look location, which really is the key with Aoki. If it is down, teams have a hard time getting him, but when they got him, it was elevated. Out over the plate, driven to right center field, then a breaking ball. It's elevated. A really good piece by Brock to drive it out. 2 home runs. The difference in this game for Oklahoma, both on elevated pitches.
So the leadoff man is aboard for Trey Gamble, and he swings at a wicked one. It's 0-1. We always like to see the 0 next to the 2 Bs. He hasn't walked anybody, but got touched with that leadoff double. The hit batter threw one away. There was the error, and then the home run. All in the first.
Oh, time out.
Jackson, the catcher, hitless in his last 8 at-bats, all in Omaha. It's his longest drought of the season.
Dew factor.
It is dewy. Aoki wants to get one on the ground. Turn 2.
Well, you know Oklahoma wants to try to push the envelope offensively, and they know what their hitters don't swing at, and that Aoki's going to spin the ball. So he likes the curveball against Gamble. He started him off with a first pitch curveball. He's probably going to try to finish him with the curveball. To me, in a 2-2 count right here is a great time to steal. You get that big, slow curveball, it makes stealing second base a lot easier.
2-2, 6 of 8 on the season. Willits, not a big lead. Here it comes. He stays put. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 against Gamble. Now, boys, Florida State in the house because Kevin Cash and his Rays getting set to take on the Dodgers. That follows us tonight. Stay tuned for the MLB action. That's tonight, 10 Eastern time on ESPN. You can stream it on the ESPN app. Luke Shambi and David Ross will have the call for you. Nick Martinez, Eric Lauer on the mound. Mookie Betts starting to warm up for the Dodgers. That game will follow us. With 1 out, here is the other home run hitter, Brendan Brock.
It's really an interesting thing, Kate, because you know Wes knows. He knows what your hitters struggle with, right? So if you're a base-stealing team and you get in those leverage counts, you can use that against them from a standpoint of trying to take bases, right?
Yeah, when he gets 2 strikes. 2 strikes and the guys that don't handle the curveball, you know there's a pretty good chance they're going to see one.
Or the split, or, you know, whatever that weapon is that you're pretty sure West is going to try to exploit. And just a little surprised they didn't pull the trigger right there, but Aoki just continues to hang in there, fellas. Incredible to watch him manipulate the ball. Just a true throwback guy.
Wes Johnson's sister, I mean, he looks like an orchestra conductor sitting behind there, you know, like, okay, let's get things going. Navigated his team to a program tying 52-win season so far. As Brock gets ready for the 1-1. Willits faked, and that is in there for a strike. It's 1-2. So Mercurius stretching, anticipating very much to go out there for the 7th inning. Next one to Brock. He chases, and Aoki calmly picks up another strikeout. That's his 4th, and all have come in the last couple of innings.
It seems like the vast majority have come on that pitch, too. It is, you know, the OU approach, try to force it up, which is easy to see, and you can see that release where he just kicks that middle finger off, and it gives us that movement that looks more like a split, as a bunch it down right at the last minute. Gyros a little bit to get even more sink as it goes to home plate. Now back-to-back punch outs.
And now Desan Harris. 0 for 2. Strike 1. For people that are watching and see that, yeah, it looks like a splitter or knuckleball. How hard is that to throw?
Well, seemingly it didn't exist until a couple of years ago. I mean, guys have realized, and they do it with guys that have a hard time getting out and really pronating, getting over the top of a changeup, and you can kind of cheat by kicking that middle finger or index finger at release, but it gives it the same movement as a split.
It's a very effective pitch.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not only that it wasn't around, it seems like everybody now has some version of it.
It's popular now, that's for sure, and it's popular because it works.
Dogs fans, they want to get back up, and they want it only to be 4-2. The next one to Harris. On the ground, right at the first baseman. Hudson is there to smother. Couple of strikeouts. They work around a single. Okay, boys, we're going to the 7th, and it is Xander Mercurius heading back out there to take the ball and get on the bump. His brother LJ, he may be called on soon to come on in relief. The Mercurius men center stage here in Omaha.
What a great.
Out there on the mound has shown he is up to the moment here in the College World Series. Less than 5 starts in his career. His brother has made significantly more starts, and they have switched positions, with one now on the mound and the other coming out of the bullpen. And we very well could see one hand the ball to the other, but I'm not sure it's going to be easy to pry it out of this guy's hands. 6 or more in all 4 starts this season. as he moves to the 7th and continues to throw up and in 91 to start off Ryan Wynn. He'll be followed by Brandon Hudson, who's got a homer, Colby Branch, and if they get there, Ryan Black. 6, 7, 8, 9 in the order in the 7th. That's high, 2-1. LJ Mercurius has made 19 appearances, and 12 of those were starts. He threw a complete game. His ERA is 4.83 and 72 2/3. So he is still warming as Xander throws. That's the call he gets. It's 2-2, right at the letters. Right by him. Boy, down a perfect location as he works up and down and picks up strikeout number 8.
Well, he found a little bit more velo, too, because the earlier fastballs in the count were 91, 92. Then when he needed it, reaches back, goes 94, bottom part of that zone. That's a fastball that just stays right there and has plenty of carry. That high carry fastball at the bottom part of the zone still works. You just can't miss in the middle.
The longest of his career has been the best of his career, and a get-ahead strike. The 8 strikeouts tie a season high that he managed against Georgia Tech. He has struck out 4 of the last 5. Somebody is warm right now. Outside of Hudson.
It's been hard to come by from an offensive standpoint for the Bulldogs, but Brendan Hudson got a hanging splitty out over the plate and launched this sucker into left center field. A couple solo homers is all they have, but this is a club that always has a puncher's chance late.
They may not against Mercurius. Another one by Hudson. 9 strikeouts.
And 4 in a row. Just when he thought at the beginning of this inning that stuff may be ticking down a little bit.
He saw his brother and said, not so fast.
Start reading again. I'm going to be out here for a little bit. 95 elevated this time to get Hudson, who took him deep last time. Punched out the last 2 in the 6th. Now the first 2 in the 7th.
Awfully impressive. Colby Branch has already struck out. That's ball 1. So again, you just kind of look back on the decision that Johnson made. His mom and dad have loved every second of this. You're curious, when he found out he was going to go, he said, look, they got a lot of big guys on there, big dogs, and something I've never faced before. And then he said, I can't wait. Honestly, it's going to be great. And he's been pretty close to great.
Well, it is an interesting dilemma. You're about to flip the lineup. You're at a part now where you're getting as far as he's pitched in a game, or from an inning standpoint, the farthest he has, longest all season long. And LJ in the bullpen has been their best guy in the postseason.
Yeah.
So it is an interesting dilemma. Now, something tells me Skip's not going to overthink it until this kid has a hiccup, but it is tough to not give the ball to LJ right now, as good as he's been in the postseason.
3 balls and 1 strike. He charted the Saturday game in which Court Rager was so incredible, and he was really impressed with Rager, another freshman, and how he was composed on the mound as he was watching him while charting. 3-1, not afraid, 3-2.
And it's been heaters, boys. I mean, fastball after fastball.
You're going to see another one right here.
And usually what he's done here lately, 93, this could be the 95. Yeah, it was 94, but it was down. That's a walk, and it brings the tying run to the plate in the 9-hole hitter, Ryan Black. Just his second walk of the night against those 9 strikeouts. Looks like they're going to pinch hit for Ryan Black.
Oriach. Big Jordy Oriach gets a chance to come in here and impact the game. And this is love this call. This is the embarrassment of riches that Wes Johnson has at his disposal. You got a guy like Oriach coming on who can tie this ball game up. A big physical hitter that has a chance to make this a brand new ball game if Mercurius makes a mistake.
A 300 hitter with 7 home runs. At the knees of Oriach. And that's one, says Mom. May 11th came off the bench, 2 homers. Oriach got one a hit there, but no, it's 0-2. And that's 2, says Mom.
So often swing pass just tells you enough. And now take that fastball and push it up in the zone. You got to dare Oriach not to swing at it up there.
9 strikeouts. One more here will be 10. He got jammed. Boy, good location again. There was no way for the big fella to get those arms extended. This is his 100th pitch, and he couldn't get it by him. Oriach spoils another.
It's a good job catching up to those 2, because the first 2 fastballs Oriach saw, he was late on both. Now he's been able to foul 2 in a row off. The last at 95.
You go to off speed right here?
I think he's showing something down.
Away and another foul ball, and it's a steady diet of fastballs.
Something off the plate and off speed. No intent to throw a strike 0-2, but something just to slow him down a little bit.
Tremendous theater for Xander Mercurius and Jordy Oriach, a pinch hitter. They're down by 2. College World Series winner of this game improves to 2-0. And this ball is hit well left field, but it's going to stay in the park for Brock, and Mercurius wins another battle. And that is called stomping off the field and not looking at anyone. I ain't coming out.
He's been living and dying on every pitch. Taki in the air to center. That ball is gone! It's gone! Dayton Taki sends Oklahoma to Super Regionals!
Man, that's a shot, isn't it? Might be the farthest one I've ever hit.
454 feet over a board, if you like that. That was, in the moment, the greatest hit he's ever had. But we're watching the greatest show on dirt and one of the better performances, and we've seen a ton over the years, boys. on this mound. But here you got a freshman who is flushing one of the better offenses we've seen in a long time. And he certainly looks like he is preparing himself to come back out.
Yep, he certainly didn't look done.
He's in that mode.
It doesn't appear that they have told him he's not in the game. I just don't know if you would run him back out there to face the top of the order, because that's who's due up for Georgia.
Well, here's Taki.
I think it might make you wonder what your appetite to get in a fist fight is.
That's what it feels like.
No, what it feels like is somebody else go tell him. That's when you grab somebody. You walk down there and tell him.
Tell Xander he's done.
Yeah.
Boy, he fooled him badly. That's a strikeout at Taki.
No one has told him that he's done. He's done the same routine that he has done every other inning. He comes and takes a couple deep breaths. He puts the heat wrap on his shoulder. One of the staff just came over, said, "How we're doing?" Oh, Skip just gave him the thumbs up. Skip's going to come down here and have a conversation.
Okay. KP, would he tell him, "Hey man, it's your game still, but if somebody gets on, we're going to get you"? Would he tell him that, or does that put too much pressure on him at this point?
I don't think he would say it in that spot. I think he's just checking to make sure there's some in the tank. And I can tell you this: if they cut half his arm off, he'd still tell him he's ready to go.
Yeah.
There's no way he's saying, "Take me out of the game."
Well, you love the competitiveness, don't you? I mean, you love a fight.
Well, and there becomes the balance between coach and player. Is yes, that's what you want. You want the guy that looks you in the eye and says, "You're not taking me out of this game." What are your eyes telling you? And I think that's going to be the biggest thing if he heads back out there for the 8th, because you're facing some dudes.
Is the 1-run game versus 2-run game versus 3-run change you're thinking?
I think it does a little bit, but you are facing a team that as soon as somebody gets on, everybody in the lineup can tie it up, right? And DJ is up second. He has had a ton of success against him tonight, but it's still the most dangerous hitter in college baseball. And so it just takes one. This is why these head coaches get paid the big bucks.
2-1, got a call on a close one. That's a little high, 3-1, and Aoki may be tiring a little bit, as he started to get close to 100 pitches. The other thing that could change the equation, Oklahoma scores a couple more runs. Top of the order is due up after Kyle Branch. There's one out. That ball is tagged. Whew. Okay. 3-2. Scott Newman, the better defensive center fielder, is now in center field. Ryan Lujo has moved to right field. And here comes the 3-2. This ball is lifted to left, taking a few steps back, Ishikawa, and he is there, and that's the second out in the bottom of the 7th. And now for the 4th time, Aoki is going to face Jason Walk, who has got him twice, double and a single. Ooh, maybe his best breaking pitch of the night.
That may be all he sees this time, too, because Walk's good swings have been on the fastball. The last time was that two-seamer out away that he just filleted into left field and doubled off the right center field wall in the first on a fastball.
Walk outstanding in center field with a bunch of highlight reel catches tonight. Shined offensively. Takes one down and in, 1-1. Mark Armento, our researcher, brings up a good point. Just you got to go back to that first inning and how that error looms large in this game. When Aoki went for a pick and Ryan Wynn apparently wasn't ready for it. He missed down there, 2-1. Nope. Thought bubble not coming out.
Yeah, just no telling how that inning plays out. But again, that is part of what the Oklahoma offense forces you to do. You're constantly concerned about the run game, throw a ball into center field, and it really is, it's changed the whole complexion of this game.
Ooh. Three-two, two down, bottom 7, 4-2 Sooners. Sayoki delivers and he picks up a punch out. Well, it gets no better than this. Xander Mercurius going back to the mound against the best offense in college baseball. It'll be Phelps and then Daniel Jackson when we come back.
Tonight I'm shaking off my yesterdays. Trouble comes but never stays.
All right, Kyle Peterson, we look at tonight's Capital One rewarding performance. It is that guy right there.
He's gotten better as the season goes on, but what he hasn't done is started a whole lot. Just the 4th career start for the freshman, Xander Mercurius, and we saw right away that he wasn't scared of the moment. Has gone after the most powerful offense in college baseball tonight, and now walks out there in the 8th inning with a 2-run lead. 102 strikeouts for Mercurius tonight.
9 strikeouts and 102 pitches. Phelps got jammed on one. Johnson is up, throws a seed over to first. That'd be a really, really good night.
That would be a record.
I mean, that would be spectacular.
This is more pitches than he's thrown all year, though.
Here are some really great notes that both Jeremy Mills and Lee Singer, our researchers, have provided. The last College World Series game where both starting pitchers threw 7 innings or more was game 13 in 2023 with a couple of guys you may have heard of, Rhett Lauder and Paul Skeens.
Remember that one.
That's what these two guys are doing. Here's Jackson down by 2. Challenged him, and this ball is launched to left field. And it is way out of here. Woo! The Rhino is in the building with a 446-foot blast. It's a 1-run game.
DJ took that one personal, boys. He got blown away with 3 heaters last day, Pete. Not this time. That's what it looks like to be ready for a fastball. And I think he let out a little bit of frustration right there. You're not seeing a lot of smiles.
You love the fight, you love the challenge, but that was just one too many against Daniel Jackson, who he had struck out twice. And Skip Johnson makes his way to the mound. Xander will not be handing the ball to his brother. But he's going to get a hell of an ovation when he comes off this field for what he just did. 3 solo homers were it. Xander, like the rest of us, going to watch how this game plays out. 1 out, top of the 8th, a 1-run game. Jackson Cleveland on his first pitch. A breaking ball lands in there for a strike. 25th appearance for Cleveland ties him for the team lead with Jason Bowden. He's been a journeyman as a collegiate North Central Texas, Lamar University to the University of Miami. 0-1, and that one was hung in the middle, but it's fouled straight off by Ryan Luho.
Kind of been the anointed closer. 8 saves as tops on this Oklahoma team. It's a low 90s fastball. 2 different breaking balls. You can see him gripping that split. He doesn't throw it a ton. Not a giant amount of swing and miss for a closer when he comes in as the freshman looks on. Leaves with a 1-run lead.
On an 0-2. And a liner into left field. He watches it. He thinks about 2. He puts the brakes on. Luho is aboard, and the go-ahead run is coming up.
So, boys, if you go back to DJ's previous at-bat, he gets blown away with a heater, and Mr. Mercurius had a little something extra at the end of it. And I don't think DJ forgot that. He goes up there and ambushes a first pitch heater. And you talk, that's the old school Scotty Rowland right there. Yeah. Put your head down. I know where that one ends up. Some frustration let out, and DJ wins the last round in that fight. But Xander had a couple wins himself.
He did. He had plenty of wins tonight. Pinch hitter is Jack Archimone. 449 for Langford, man. 447 since 2023. Mentioned the number of comebacks that we've seen from the Bulldogs. And Archimone, who's got 4 homers, hits .321, steps in.
So they did this in the SEC tournament when Michael O'Shaughnessy was struggling. They gave Jack Archimone a start, and he rewarded him with a really nice stretch of baseball. So even though he hasn't played a ton this year, he has been up in big moments.
Good take for the kid from Trumbull, Connecticut, a Northeast player down in the Southeastern Conference. Archimone bats with Luho on first. Another slow roller pulled foul.
Not too often in the 8th inning of a College World Series 1-0 game do you see a skipper pinch hit for his cleanup hitter. But Wes Johnson is just not scared.
Pinch hit a left-hander for a left-hander. It wasn't like they were playing matchup here. They already had it.
A little gut feel here for that guy. Cleveland ready, comes with it. This ball is lifted up in the air on the infield. Second out. Good off-speed pitch, got him way out in front of it. For the latest news, insight, and in-depth analysis from the 2026 College World Series, we invite you to visit NCAA.com. It's your official online home for all NCAA championships. Now Ishikawa. Lujo's got 13 stolen bases. This is a terrific bat-to-ball guy. Mercurius struck him out the last time. Ishikawa had a single and a homer his first time up, and he looks at a strike one.
It's back-to-back splits right there from Jackson Cleveland. You could see Arkema when he came back in the dugout said, I don't know what pitch that was.
Perfect location, 0-2. Very good two-strike hitter. Ishikawa, the same as that last plate appearance where he checked the first one. He couldn't check the second.
Well, your legs are your brakes when you're trying to put the brakes on a check swing. And Ishikawa gets in his legs so much, he ends up in the splits. Look at, you got to use your legs to try to hold that bat back. And man, he is fun to watch, isn't he?
Cleveland trying to get out of here. Down.
That one caught Kevin Swinney in the hand, maybe?
Yep. So he took a walk to kind of give himself a little break. I think it may have caught him on the left hand. He's flexing it. .447-foot home run off of that guy. And the wheels are spinning in everybody's head right now. Team's trying to go 2-0, get the upper hand in this College World Series. Fantastic battle tonight. In one of the best offenses in college baseball from Jump Street all season long. And Ishikawa has been one of the better hitters on this team. Close. What a good job by LaChance, the Canadian, behind the plate to try to frame it, but he didn't get it.
Now back to the split.
You would think. I think they're trying to elevate fastball right there for two reasons. One, see if he can get some chase, but two, elevate the eyes a little bit. He has leaned on that split since he's come in.
The outfield is very deep. Next one. That's too high. It gets by. And to second and staying there. A recovery by LaChance. Lujo looked, but he is staying at second.
And that was the split, and that one just squirted out of his hand.
Yeah, I think that's one of those two. You try to throw the daylights out of it, and it just slips out of your fingers when you go. And it's not easy for a catcher to catch because you don't catch that pitch very often. That's the one that flutters on them when they get. You can see release and that side-to-side split spin. It's just not a spot that LaChance has to go try to corral one very often. I don't know how you can see this, or if you peek him when you're running, you got to tell me. But if Lujo saw it and was full speed, he had a chance.
Yes, he did.
Do you take that chance there? Probably not.
Probably not with 2 outs. No.
which sets the stage for Ryan Wynn, who is 1 for 3 with a double. He is one of the better hitters on the team with runners in scoring position with a .419 average, 18 for 43. In fact, he is the best by average hitter on this team with runners in scoring position. Lujo is the tying run at second base. One that sailed to the backstop, one that comes up well short. The conviction you saw from Xander Mercurius, you don't necessarily feel it right now from Jackson Cleveland on the mound.
Well, it's such a different look. You went from power stuff to a guy that's really just trying to kind of trick you with his splitter.
This one is to right. This is deep. Back goes Harris. He's at the track. He stops, and he makes the play to end the threat. But we head to the bottom of the 8th, and we got ourselves a dandy tonight. 4-3 Oklahoma.
Stay with us, folks. There's a couple more chapters left in this one. The Rhino makes it a one-run game.
NCAA Men's College World Series presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a little launch pad going tonight. Jackson Willits got it all rolling with a 3-run home run. Georgia's blasted 29, Oklahoma 21. Hanging with him, the most impressive shot by the Rhino. Daniel Jackson, 447 feet. Horns are out, tarps are off, and we are locked to the bottom of the 8th. This ball is lifted to left field. Camden Johnson, nope, into the glove of Ishikawa, and Camden Johnson, the second hitter, is retired as Aoki comfortably into the 8th. And speaking of comfort.
So think of all the things that Aoki's done for him tonight. One, he's given him a chance. He gets this far. The other thing is if they get beat, they're coming back in a day. And that bullpen with a day's rest.
No, I'm saying they've used 2 pitchers.
That's my point.
Yeah.
That's the bullpen has not thrown a pitch yet in this College World Series.
Ball 1 to LaChance. Bottom of the 8th. Oklahoma jumped out to a 3-0 lead. Georgia got 1 back, and they immediately answered to make it 4-1. It was 4-2 in the 5th and 4-3 in the 8th. Big power at the plate in LaChance on a 1-0. It's 2-0. So Wes Johnson, he went to Archimon. That didn't work. He had Wynn up, their best hitter, with runners in scoring position. That ended the inning. 7, 8, 9 are due up in the 9th for Georgia. LaChance, big swing and a breeze by. It's 2-1.
That's been the key to the night for Aoki, is that pitch. Just the ability to throw that kick change when he wants to in any count. And he's got a lot of swing and miss on it.
Beaten into the ground in the hole. Phelps has it. Fires. That's offline. Good effort over there by Hudson, but Phelps did not make an accurate throw on an acrobatic play.
You got to know your runner. So I know you ran a long way for it, and I know you had to spin, but I think if he sets his feet after he spins, he throws LaChance out because, again, that's a big man playing on a bum wheel, and we know Trey Phelps has a flair for the dramatic, but we got to have an idea of who's getting down the line right there, and I think he rushed it without having mindfulness of the base runner.
And now the dangerous Jackson Willits, a homer and a single tonight. They could use some insurance, up by 1 against Georgia. Underneath it and back out of play. This was the first one. This wasn't 447 feet, fellas.
No, but it was enough. How about 380 feet, just over the right center field wall. A sinker that didn't sink. It gets hit into the seats, and the Sooners struck first, and boy, are they glad they did, clinging to a 1-run lead.
How about a 424 batting average in the tournament?
I know.
Just a really good player. Maybe not the budding superstar that his younger brother Eli appears to be, but it would not shock me in the least if Jackson Willits becomes a really nice player at the professional level. He checks all the boxes. Switch hitter, hits the best pitching. You know he can play in the middle of the infield.
Great kid, phenomenal work ethic. The 1-1, that one was hanging up there, and he fouled it back.
The coaching staff always talks about him too. There's just something about him, like they want him up. And he got that hit to tie the game at Georgia Tech before they end up walking him off with Taki in the next inning. But you take a poll of that dugout. Who do you want up when it matters the most? They're going to answer this.
They're pretty comfortable right now.
The 1-2. And he hits it line in a corner. It goes. And LaChance on that bum leg will not be able to move. Boy, it was hard to watch him get to second after he ran hard to first. But another big hit for Willits, his third of the night. It's first and second.
I'm just a little surprised with pitch selection right there. I mean, they go fastball and it's center cut. I mean, obviously it's a much easier pitch for Willits to handle right there. But that kick change has been so good, and you know, with LaChance, you're not taking any chances right there. Just put the brakes on, stand at second base. But OU's got something going here in the 8th.
Does Skip Johnson think at all about pinch running? You do have Brendan Brock, another great catcher on your roster. And, you know, you are already have the lead, right? So you put a pinch runner in at second base, you potentially go up 2, and you play the best defense you have left with Brock behind the plate and put somebody that can run out and left. It's certainly a thought.
And how much longer does Wes leave Aoki in with 114 pitch on the way? Gets away. LaChance cannot take that chance. And he retreats to second, but it's 2-0. So Matt Scott has been up a couple of times now, throwing for Georgia in the pen. That one has landed. Georgia has turned 42 double plays this season. This would be one of the biggest ones all year if Aoki can get a ground ball off the bat at Gamble. Liner caught. They're going to get 2 because LaChance is off. It's the 43rd double play of the year. It came at the most opportune time. We're going to the 9th. Georgia down a run.
From the first pitch in February, Georgia has hunkered down on every aspect of the game. A homer-bashing season of records. Now, with their big ol' eyes on their first dog pile in 36 years.
You can take a big step to a dog pile by starting 2-0 in this World Series. All right, so here's the numbers. 10 wins when trailing by 3 or more. They've come from behind a bunch. They're 3-0, Georgia, in one-run games. Oklahoma 4-1 in one-run games. Hudson, then Branch, then Black. First pitch strike at 84. A solo home run that came in the 5th.
Feels like if you're Georgia, you can pretty much eliminate the fastball right now. I mean, it is off speed. It's changeup, splitter, curveball right there. The fastball's been more show me to this point as opposed to anything that he's trying to get somebody out with.
2-1. Nobody cheering harder than Xander Mercurius as he watches a 2-1 right by him. Boy, 91 miles an hour down the middle. 2-2.
I think that's what you get right there, KP. Probably sitting a little soft. Maybe not purely guessing, but certainly tardy on that heater.
Yeah, 91 ran right by him.
Defense sends 3 to the right side, expecting a ground ball from Hudson. They get it, but it finds a hole. They flooded with 3, and Brennan Hudson has got the leadoff man on in the 9th.
All the stars in this lineup, it has been Brennan Hudson. Come up with hit after hit after hit. A couple more tonight, leads this team in postseason batting average, and yet another clutch swing of the bat right there to get it started here, down a run in the 9th.
Well, we started this evening talking about the brothers, the sets of brothers, the Mercurius brothers and the Branch brothers, and here is Colby. The Branch parents, obviously with rooting interest on both sides. And shirts to reflect that, Carey and Rusty. We got to get a pinch runner here.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Ty Peoples. It is Ty Peoples who is going to be a pinch runner for the Georgia Bulldogs. Check the numbers on Peoples. He is 3 for 3 in stolen bases. You letting Branch swing here?
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. Oh,
That's who Georgia is. They're going to do what they do.
Yeah, they got 2 sack bunts all year. I don't think they're going to get their 3rd one here.
So Peoples with the lead at first. Not going. Strike 1. What do we do? We got 1 son on the field. We got 1 at the plate. And that is pulled foul, and Cleveland works ahead 0-2.
He got away with one right there. That was a split that was sitting middle. And Kobe Branch just came right over the top of it.
And he throws that split a ton to lefties. He has not thrown it nearly as much to right-handers because the outcome hasn't been nearly as good. Branch a little bit out in front, now in an 0-2 hole.
Cole Johnson's moved into the on-deck circle, was a pinch hitter. 0-2, Peoples doesn't go, sails high, a little more velocity at 93. There's some power in Branch's bat. 19 home runs, 18 doubles, 58 runs batted in. Another one that was hung and nearly got him on that left elbow.
Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. I think the mindset was to stick that elbow out a little bit, and he made the right decision just at the last minute to peel it back.
Oh, he got underneath it. A big strikeout there for Jackson Cleveland on one up in the zone. The dreaded mistake strikeout.
Yeah, it's the slider that when you let it go, you're not real happy where it's going to end up. But I think it just fooled Branch. He was expecting that ball to come down a little bit in the zone. For Jackson Cleveland, giant spot right there. I mean, not exactly the way you wanted to do it, but the outcome is exactly what he wanted.
So Ty People stays at first base as the pinch runner. And they go with the pinch hitter, Cole Johnson. He is a freshman with .310 batting average on the year. Couple of homers, 13 runs batted in. Called strike one on the corner. People's in there to steal or just to be the faster runner?
They're going to stay put.
0-1, 0-2.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to try to force the issue, but they do need somebody who can score on a double.
Jackson Cleveland came on in relief for Xander Mercurius as they try to land this one. The 0-2 is coming to the 9-hole hitter, Johnson. That's a little outside, 1-2.
Like the intent. I mean, that last fastball was up. The Johnson swung right through. They tried to go right back to it. That one just too far off the plate to get an offer.
That did get him. He did not stick his arm out. It didn't appear. And now the tying run will move to second base. Did you see any effort to throw your arm in front of that?
No, I didn't. For me live, I just saw him turn it in. Doesn't look like Oklahoma's going to challenge. This just looks like a legit move away from the ball. Yeah, his arm's coming back in closer to the body. And that is a huge miss right there.
That's the first time today since Cleveland's come in the ball game that he's thrown 3 straight fastballs. And that last one they missed with.
Yeah, it looks like they're reviewing it.
Scott, just to clarify, that this looked like an umpire review as opposed to a challenge. Did you see either one?
There's no intent here.
Right.
This call is going to be confirmed. I did think they challenged it.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it. Wouldn't they announce it, Scott, that there's a challenge?
Yes.
I think they're having a hard time with this microphone. That's the issue. So he may have said it. We may not have heard it.
I just didn't see any movement on the Oklahoma dugout.
Yeah, I got you.
Reason for saying that is if you challenge it and you lose it, I think they're out.
That's correct. In our game at this point, it's almost a moot point because they're going to go on anything close anyway.
Okay.
See if it's working.
After video review, the call on the field of hit by pitch is confirmed. Oklahoma loses the challenge. They have one remaining.
All right, boys and girls, we are now set to have the enigmatic and full of flair Trey Phelps step to the plate for Georgia. Johnson is going to come out.
There's nobody moving in that bullpen like they're coming in the ball game right now. So I think this one is still Cleveland's to try to finish.
So Phelps, who has got a hit tonight, but is mired in a slump. The last one was a ground ball to third. The hit was a single, which sometimes can get a guy out of it. But he has been really good all season, like this team has, with runners in scoring position. And the biggest run out there is at second base. He's a .350 hitter with runners in scoring position.
Look, if you're Wes Johnson, I know you'd rather have the lead. But you got Phelps and DJ up with the game on the line in the ninth. I think you'll take your chances with this scenario.
And 2 guys on. I mean, it's for this offense that when we talk about them, those are the 2 guys you talk about first. Those are the 2 guys you're going to see right here.
Now, similarly, a ground ball, Phelps is very fast. He's a difficult guy to double up. So we're going to get a big offensive timeout on the first base side. What's the conversation here?
They're going. I love how they do two different meetings here. Wes and Ammirati talk to the base runners, and then Will Coggin talks to the hitters. So there's two different conversations. What are we going to do with the ball in play? What are our reminders? Freezing on a line drive.
Right.
We're talking about the outfield depth. We're talking about the chances. Who can throw in the outfield, all that kind of stuff. And then Coggin is going over. You see Branch in the middle of that too. Who is this guy? What does Cleveland have? What's he trying to get us out with?
I think a big part of that, especially with the base runner at second base, is reminding them of the outfield arms.
Yes.
Like you said, just make sure you know, like, this is where we got a better chance to go. And that outfield, if it holds true, is playing pretty deep all the way around.
So the stage is set for Phelps, who has been the middle of so many big moments for them this year. First one called strike one.
You said it, KP. Brendan Brock has no thoughts of throwing anybody out in left field. I mean, he is playing behind normal depth. Yeah. They are playing to not lose the lead more so than allowing the game to be tied up.
Peoples leads off second. He's the pinch runner, and the 0-1 to Phelps. Got one to hit, and it is pulled foul. And again, Cleveland has worked ahead. He finds himself 0-2. With Daniel Jackson, the likely Golden Spikes Award winner, the Buster Posey Award winner. He's won them all. He's got a homer that traveled 447. Will they get a chance to get him up? Cleveland's 0-2 strikes Phelps out. Comes the man who has put up historical numbers in this 2026 season. Daniel Jackson to the plate.
Is this any good?
Yeah, this works.
Come on now.
That last fastball by Cleveland, too, that was his best of the night at 94.
His last swing traveled 447 feet. He has 32 homers on the year. And the first pitch in the dirt, People stays at second base. Here was the starter, Xander Mercurius, who was fantastic. Jackson with 87 runs batted in. He needs one to tie this game up. That's a good pitch. You thought about it. Had some late break, and it's in there for a strike.
Well, it's a good pitch and a great take.
Yep.
That's not the one DJ's hunting. He's trying to get something up and out over the plate that he can hit in the gap or get in the seat. So beautiful take right there, and a well-executed breaking ball at the bottom of the zone.
Inside, did he go? No, he didn't. It goes 2-1. They all know they are enjoying something very special here at Charles Schwab tonight. Cleveland is ready. Oh, he hung one, and this ball is lifted to center field. It is not deep. It is called by Walk. He's there to make the play. And the Sooners and Mercurius survive and move to 2-0 with a 4-3 win. What a game, boys. What a game.
Can't ask for much more than that one, can you? I mean, we had homers, we had drama, we had star performances on the mound, and ultimately the Sooners stay red hot.
And they do it again with the long ball. They do it again with the long ball and a freshman arm that did some things tonight that was never done in his career. First on that list is he got his first career win. He gets his first career win here tonight, works into the 8th inning, and was outstanding.
A 9-0 win over Alabama, which was their 7th shutout of the season, and a 1-run win over Georgia, 4-3. The other times that they started 2-0, they reached the championship game. I don't think you can say enough about Xander Mercurius, and boy, how close was Jackson?
Yeah.
This thing is sitting there.
This was not the best breaking ball Jackson Cleveland's ever thrown. He got lucky that it didn't break another couple inches, because DJ Swain, look at that look. He knows he missed it by a centimeter, and Oklahoma wiggles out of a really interesting one. And boys, we got Texas and Georgia tomorrow night.
With the Sooners waiting for the winner.
Yep.
And you got to get them twice.
You have to beat Oklahoma twice. Going to have to beat Carolina twice. Heck of a job. He stuck with Xander Mercurius as long as he could. He didn't go to his brother, but he went to that guy who picks up his 9th save of the season. And he does it against one of the best hitters we've seen in a long time. Can't wait to hear what Xander Mercurius has to say. We'll find out right now, KB.
Xander, congratulations. You held one of the most powerful offenses in the country to just 3 runs. How'd you do it?
I mean, I didn't do it by myself. I know that. So, I mean, Dayton LaChance back there called a great game. Skip Johnson called a great game. Everybody called a great game, and I'm just glad I got the opportunity to go out there and, just do my stuff,
We saw the emotion from you. There was a period there in the 7th inning, 4 straight strikeouts. What were you feeling deeper into the ball game?
Honestly, I just knew I had to lock in, do it for my team. These offense, they put up 3 runs early, and I'm just happy they gave me the run support to go out there and pitch freely.
Your first win comes in the College World Series. I watched you walk off, and you looked up into the crowd with a standing ovation. What does this moment feel like?
I mean, all I have to do is just take it all in, man. It's honestly surreal. I got to do it in front of all these people, and I'm just so happy, that my team was able to do it, pull it off, and Cleveland come out the pen and finish it off for us is great.
I know you can't see it, but your mom is in the stands right now. There's tears in her eyes. She gets to watch you. We didn't get to see Big Brother today, but to do this as a family, what's this meant?
It means the world. It means the world. I mean, I can't really say anything more. They raise great kids, and I'm just happy. Don't forget about my sisters. My sister's out there too. But, I'm just happy they're able to come out here and watch me play and watch my brother play.
Congratulations. We'll see you in a couple days.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ravi.
Thanks, KB. Yeah, what a moment for Mom Christina, Dad Neil. They were there. Of course, his brother LJ. He just missed. They're going to have another chance, but they just missed. Georgia, guys, went 0 for 12 with runners on and 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. And you stick there with Christina for a moment, and Xander Mercurius, a career night. Longest outing of his career, 7 1/3. Most strikeouts in his career, 9. And as good as he's been, that was career win number 1. How you like that on your resume for your first career win?
They're just doing stuff that you can't predict. That's where Oklahoma is. Their whole postseason story, the offensive explosion. They've won back-to-back games with freshmen. And what else can you say? But they are on a serious run.
Well, and it's kids that as the season went on, they got more confidence in. But if you looked at Mercurius's numbers this year coming in, he had a 5.8 ERA.
Yes.
I mean, there wasn't – now, the stuff doesn't tell you that. The stuff that we saw tonight is not 5.8 ERA stuff. But he also, man, he was fearless. Absolutely fearless. And every single pitch was thrown with conviction. Even after he gave up 3 home runs, nothing changed. Give Jackson Cleveland credit, man. I mean, he wiggled out of some. Don't get me wrong. Georgia left 2 on in the 8th, left 2 on in the 9th. They had their chances late, just couldn't push them across.
You do wonder if some of those late season starts, postseason starts, in talking with Skip this morning, seemed to help understand what Mercurius was all about. He got that identity, and I think we really saw who Skip knew had the ability to do what he did tonight, because that guy right there challenged every single hitter.
Yeah, well, these guys feel bulletproof right now. They've run through the gauntlet. What else can the game present them that they don't feel prepared for? Now they have an off day. Now everybody's rested up and ready to go. And Texas and Georgia are going to have to battle it out to see who gets a chance to try to beat the Sooners. They got to beat them twice. And this team, boy, do they have a lot of momentum.
There's a feel about them. Yep. There is a feel about them.
There is a feel about them. I got a feel about tomorrow night, too. Tomorrow night's going to be pretty good. You put those two together, one goes home, one plays on. We got a fun evening tomorrow night, boys.
We do. We'll start things with West Virginia and Troy tomorrow at 2 Eastern time on ESPN. 16 seed West Virginia and Troy in an elimination game. Mercurius was crazy good tonight. Both teams put on quite a show. The College World Series, the greatest show on dirt, delivers again. Say so long for our great crew, Bill Palladino and Jeff Evers in the truck and the entire crew supporting them. For Kyle Peterson, Chris Burke, Chris Budden, I'm Carl Rabbit saying so long. It's now time for Major League